Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Wakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And in this lesson, hey, these shootings are a direct warning from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the children of Israel. These shootings and the things that are happening on the earth is a direct warning from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah to get right, man. Because while our people are loving this world, and while our people are dealing with the world in a way where they want to have fun, there's nothing wrong with having fun, but know what time you're living in, man. Understand the times that you are living in. Know that these days are evil. We are living in the last day. We are living in the last day where the so-called white man, Esau Edom, that's who the so-called white man is, Esau Edom. We are living in the times where he's going to be taken out of power, man. The so-called white man was only set up to be destroyed by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. And when you follow this man's ways, you get punished 3 times more. 7 times more for that matter, man. You was put here, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, woman, and child, to serve your punishment, man. You were put here to serve your punishment. That's why you were put here. So you can't take it upon yourself, Salakia. You can't take it upon yourself to just do what you want to do, man. This is John. Before I read this, or before I start the video, I want to bring out this precept real quick, because our people love this world, man. Our people love America. Our people love the clubs, the strip clubs. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with having fun, but know your first love, man. Your first love is supposed to be the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. You have to come back to your power. This America's system was set up to solely take you away from your power, man. That's why America was set up. Now, in this captivity, we gonna go through hell, man. We're going to have tribulation. We're going to have to deal with a lot of things in this captivity, man. But you won't know that if you're not in the spirit and the Most High not dealing with you, man. If you're not seeking the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah out of His Word, man, which is the Holy Bible. You have to seek Him. That's the only way you're going to understand why these things are happening to you, man. But if not, you are going to be an empty spirit, man, an empty soul, man, and demons are going to jump in there, man, and get you to go off and do things like this, man. This mass shooting out there in Orange County, California, I believe this was the so-called Hispanic man, that did this. I believe that, man. His last name is, I think, Gonzalez or something like that, man. But what I'm trying to reiterate to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is come out of this world, man, because this is not your rest. Pursuing in the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man, because the love of the Father is not in this world, man. The Most High don't give a damn about America, man. The Most High don't give a damn about the so-called white man's kingdom. It was only set up to destroy us, man, to put us in captivity, man, to be a whipping stick. Esau was only set up to be a whipping stick to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans when you disobey Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Right? But our people have come complacent in this world to where they believe that this world is for them. Just because you get a little stimulus check just because you got a little job, just because you got a house, just because you got a little car, man, you still a slave here, man. And everything that you got here is going to vanish. Everything that you got here in America is going to vanish, man. Right? So you can't love this world because this world is only temporary. Right? Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, man, because everything here is like a lust, man. You lust to have that nice car. You lust to have that big fancy house. You lust to have $1 million in your bank account, right? You lust to go after go in the club and party and act like a damn freak, man. You lust after women, man, right? It says all of this is the lust of the flesh, and it says and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, man, because our people become prideful in America, and we ain't got a damn thing, man. When you read the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 10, it tells you how are earth and ashes proud, man. How can a mortal man be proud, man? When he gonna die, man. When he can die. When he can lose, he can have everything one day and then the next day he ain't got nothing. That's why the Most High said the proud is gonna be brought low. Right? It says, and the pride of life is not of the Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but is of the world, man. Because the Most High hates a proud man. The Most High hates a proud man. Verse 17, and the world passeth away. This world gonna pass away, man. This world ain't got too much left. America is on its way out, man. It ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse, man. Before it gets better. When we took it out of here, man, VA the chariots, whether people want to think that we're out of our minds, that we insane, that's how we leaving this place, man. Most High will, I'm of that number. We leaving this place through chariots, man. So-called UFOs. We out of here, man. These other heathen nations, the so-called white man, East Indian, Arab, African, Japanese, Chinese, they got to deal with it, man. They ain't going nowhere, man. They staying here, man. Why? Because of what they did, how they came together to destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All of them are our enemies, man. Every single one of them, man. Regardless if you knew them for years, whether you hang out with them, you go to the club with them, you go to their party, you go to their house, you play the video games with them. It don't matter, man. They still your enemy, man, and they hate you, man. It says, verse 17 again, 1 John 15 and 7, Salakia, 1 John 2 and 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua abide forever. And what's the will? What's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, seeking him daily, reading his word, man. Being righteous in his eyes, man, according to what he condemn, what he deems to be righteous, not what you deem, man. When you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12, it says, "Is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." You know. So I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna bring out some more precepts. Y'all know how we do. Most High willing, the elect be edified.
New details about the suspect in last night's deadly mass shooting in Orange. Police have just released a picture of him at the scene.
4 people were killed, including a 9-year-old boy. We have live team coverage with Jessica Denova and Leticia Juarez. We begin with Leticia live at the shooting scene. Leticia?
Yeah, we did learn a couple of new bits of information regarding the shooting. One thing we did notice is that there were 5 calls, or reported 5 calls, made to 911 to report that a male was shooting into a business across the street. And as you mentioned, authorities releasing a still image of the suspect inside during the rampage.
This still photo from inside Unified Homes shows the suspect entering the business during Wednesday's mass shooting. Investigators spent the day processing the scene, where 4 people, including a 9-year-old boy, was gunned down.
Officers located 2 victims in the courtyard area. one of which was a 9-year-old boy who was deceased. An adult female who had also been shot was found with the boy.
Witnesses recorded the police running into the business just after 5:30 as the gun rampage continued inside, but they were unable to gain entry.
It appears the suspect used a bicycle-type cable lock to secure the gates from the inside on both the north and the south sides of the courtyard.
2 officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect, identified as 44-year-old Aminadab Gonzalez.
We get a look at this image, man. Aminadab Gonzalez, man. Hey, man, if his father go back to the Northern Kingdom, man, he's an Israelite, man. And they gonna use him as an example, man, to show you that you can't do what the so-called white man does in his kingdom, man. Aminadab Gonzalez, man. He kind of looked like the dude that they said shot up the place in Boulder, Colorado, man. You know? So they gonna basically crucify this brother, man. If he is a brother, man, which I believe he is with a last name like Gonzalez, probably comes from one of the Northern Kingdom tribes, man. But they gonna use him, man. You know, and I believe these were so-called white people that he killed, man. You know, they didn't put their pictures up though. Because listen, man, if the Most High said, if you kill Esau Edom, man, you're gonna be punished 7 times more, man. Why? Not because he liked the so-called white man or he's down with him. It's because he wanna bring him he gonna judge him, man. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna judge the so-called white man, man. So the Most High is like saying, you ever see dudes in a fight and you know he got all these people that want him, but then somebody come out the crowd and be like, yo, everybody step back. He's mine. I got him. That's the Most High, man. Telling you, yeah, I got him. Everybody, I don't want nobody to touch him. I'm going to get him. You know, the Most High got a personal beef with the so-called white man, man. Right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. So many great miseries is coming to people that are in the last days on this earth, man. Right? Why? Because specifically America mainly is proud as hell, man. The people in America are proud as hell, man. Right? I'm going to jump to 55. 2nd Ezra 8 and 55, it said, and therefore ask no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish, man. So, hey, we not going to be, we not even, it's coming to a time where the brothers that are on the highways and hedges teaching this word are going to care less about the multitudes of them that perish, man. We hate to see our people go out like that, man. But hey, 2/3 of our people not gonna get it. 2/3 of our people are gonna completely turn their backs and not listen to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So hey, we can't give a damn, man. You know? So we're not gonna be concerned, man. It says, verse 56, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways, man. Our people, man. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. Right? It says, and said in their hearts that there is no God, man. You said it ain't no God, man. Even if you say there's a God, but you don't do what he says, that's like saying there is no God, man. Because you don't think you're going to be judged on the wickedness that you continuously do, man. It says, yea, and that knowing they must die, man. So this brother, this act that he put on right here, this was him not being patient, him not knowing the scriptures. So the Most High is going to have the so-called white man use him, man, as a ransom. Then the Most High say the wicked is given the ransom for the righteous, huh? Even though if this brother is from the nation of Israel, he is considered the righteous, but he's going to be used on this side because he's wicked as hell, man. And he was more than likely part of the 2/3 club that the Most High already ordained, man. Right?
Gonzalez. Bolt cutters were used to get inside and pull the injured suspect out.
Officers located a suspect who was injured and he was taken into custody.
Inside the courtyard, the boy was found cradled by a woman believed to be his mother.
It appears that a little boy died in his mother's arms as she was trying to save him during this horrific massacre.
She survived and was taken to the hospital. 3 other victims.
But you see how the so-called white man does, man? When this a so-called Negro or Latino that does it, man, they get up there and they go hard, man. You know, I want you to listen to what this damn devil gonna say in a minute, man. Cause I ain't heard that in a while, man. You know? But when it's our people, hey, that's what they looking for, man. Because they want to put you to death regardless, man. The so-called white man wants to put you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to death, man. And the Most High is about to have him show his horns on you, man. Because your ass refused to listen. The women of our nation are damn wicked as hell. You know? Every chance they get, they doing something wicked as hell, man. The Most High is tired of the wickedness of his people, man. So he got a clean house. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. Right? And it reads, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famines and great death, man. Because great death is coming to America. Great death is coming to America. Great destruction is coming to America, man. Sorrows. Great mournings. People going to be sad, man. People are going to be out of their minds, man. Bugged out. People are going to be overwhelmed with sadness. Why? Because they don't understand the time they're living in. They don't understand who their enemies are. And they don't understand the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because it wasn't given to them, man. And when I say them, I mean our people, man. Because I don't give a damn if any of the other nations go through hell, man. I don't care. It says, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? So you got to ask yourself, all these things that's going on in the world, man, what can I do? Because I see evils increasing on the earth. What can I do? I tell you what to do. Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, seek him. Come back to him. The Bible is the way. Yahushua is the way, the truth, and the light. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, man. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the way, man. That's the way to sort of be protected from the evils, man. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plagues. Tribulation and anguish. Because this is a plague, man. All these shootings, this is a plague coming down on America, man. There's going to be great death out here, man. It says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, man. So this is to warn you to get right. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, this is what the Most High is warning you, showing you, man. That these things that I'm bringing on the earth, man, get right, man. Get right. This is scourges for amendment, man. For you to see that he ain't playing. Right? It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges, man, because 2/3 of our people are not going to see this, man. 2/3 of our people are going to just brush it off. 2/3 of our people are just going to say, another shooting. All right, well, yo, let's go get that bottle. What you got on that Henny? Let's roll up. all the wickedness, man. Don't even think about what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing on the earth, man. What do you think? This shit happens just cause, man? No, this is judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. To show your ass, to tell you to get right, man. You know? But you ain't gonna be mindful of it, man.
Including 2 women and a man were found deceased. Investigators say the shooting happened at 2 business suites belonging to Unified Homes, a mobile real estate business.
It appears all of the adults were connected either by business or a personal relationship, and this was not a random act of violence.
At the scene, police recovered a semi-automatic handgun, along with a backpack containing pepper spray, handcuffs, and more ammunition. Gonzalez was taken to the hospital where he is in custody, but the DA already...
And I can't believe they actually let him live. If that would have been a Negro, he's not walking out of there, man. If that would have been a so-called Negro, he's not walking out of there, man. That's one thing. That's what leads me to believe that this is not who they say it is, man. This is a so-called white man, man. So I can't. But I digress, man. He could be from the Northern Kingdom, but who knows, man? He may be a Spaniard. Who knows, man? Yahweh Shem Yahushua knows.
Already preparing for the suspect's day in court.
I'm here to make something very, very clear.
Watch what this devil say right here, man.
Mr. Gonzalez is eligible for the death penalty.
I haven't heard that in a long time, man. Whenever these so-called white people kill, go in stores, go in supermarkets, go in movie theaters, and kill somebody, kill a bunch of people, I've never heard them come on there and say that they are eligible for the death penalty, man. At least I've never heard that, man. But when it's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are eligible for the death penalty. They want to put you to death right then and there. Seen that devil shake his head back there? He like, yeah, that's what I'm going for too. Yep.
This is a special circumstances case. There were multiple.
But when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get shot dead in the streets, unarmed, that's not a special a special case, man. That's not a special case, man. Because they don't. Hey, that's what they feel that they have the God-given right to put you to death in the street, man. The so-called white man feels he's being righteous when he kills you.
Victims.
Now we're also learning that Gonzalez arrived here in a rental car and that he'd been staying at a local motel for some time. Now investigators say they expect to remain on the scene for quite some time as they continue to look into what actually led up to the shooting. Of course, as they mentioned, this is not random. Gonzalez remains hospitalized in critical condition, but they say he is stable.
Hey. Listen, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing judgment on this place, and the judgment is just going to increase, man. It's just going to increase, man. This is going to be my last one. I'm going to close out. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. Right? And a wise man's heart discerning both time and judgment, man. Because our people, they're not being wise. Why? Because they're not discerning the time and the judgment. They're not discerning the judgment that's going on. They damn sure not knowing the time that they're living in. So they're not wise, man. Wise people will know that these times are different, man. This coronavirus, wearing a mask, whatever, you know, getting punched and all this. You can't get a job unless you get punched, you know. You know, you can't, these times are not like all the other times, man. These times are different, right? And it says, verse 6, because to every purpose there is time and judgment. That's right. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. It's going to be a lot of men and women out here that is going to be miserable, man. How many people done got their children put to death out here through these cops, through shootings, mass shootings, and all that, man? Right? Because the Most High said, because to every purpose, there is time and judgment, man. So this was a time that the Most High, he had a purpose to judge this right here. It was through the Most High's purpose that this happened, man. But our people are not gonna discern this at all, man. This is a scourge that has been set up for a minute, man. But our people are not gonna be mindful of the scourges, man. They're not gonna be mindful of the judgment. So 2/3 of our people are not gonna make it out of America, man. They're gonna be burnt up through thermonuclear fire. They're gonna get put to death in one of these mass shootings, you know, or by the cops, you know, or on the race wars, or through famine, or through pestilence, man. Why? Because they refuse to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They refuse to hearken unto his word. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Come out of your sleep, Israel. Turn from your wicked ways. Repent. Ask Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to forgive you for any wrongdoings you've done in his sight. You know, come back to true righteousness, man. Love y'all, Israel. Shalom.